Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for 10/13/2020. This is the rune Algiz. Algiz is the rune of protection, and in this reading, it is reversed. Now, it's not reversed because you're not protected. It is reversed because it's going to feel like you're not protected, but you need to remember that you are always protected. You may not always win, but you never lose. Because even when things don't turn out the way that you wanted them to turn out, they turn out the way that they're supposed to. They turn out the way that your direction is taking you, whether that is a good thing or a bad thing in your mind. I put that in quotes, but you couldn't see it. So we've gotten this rune over the past several days in the upright and in the reversed direction. And if you can see these cards and you watched me yesterday, you know that this bottom row is the same three cards as well. Now, I shuffle like crazy. I do the little Vegas kind of a shuffle. I do it at least 3 times, sometimes 4, 5, 6 times. Today it was between 4 and 5 times. I don't remember exactly. And then I do the side shuffle. So let me show you. And I'm doing this, I'm saying all of this because the fact that it comes out this way is absolutely incredible. So first I do the shuffle type of a thing, and then I do this thing until something flips like that. And you know what's interesting? This is another card that we've gotten in the past 2 days. This Ace of Wands, okay? So over the past 2 days, our reading has included these cards. So you can see that the way that I shuffle them, there's really no way for the same 3 cards to pop up like they're stuck together or something like that. And I pull them individually. So that Ace of Wands that I pulled, I would have just put them down and then continued to pull. And that was the Empress that flipped there for a second. That's my signifier card. So she was popping up for me like, excuse me, we already did this. Yes, I know. It's just a demonstration, darling. Okay, so because this bottom row popped up exactly the same way or with the same types of cards, this is really a strong message to you. They want you to really closely pay attention to what it says, okay? So we have a relationship. It can be family, friends, lover, whatever it is, and the burden that you carry because of it. The way that it's been coming out is a relationship from your past that you're still holding on to, either pain or lessons, or like when people are mean to you, you hold on to those things that they said and did, believing that you deserve it, and you are seeking security. So it indicates a pattern of you seeking relationships that are just like the one in the burden that you carry because you are seeking security. This is often because of our childhood. We try to resolve the relationships of our childhood over and over again. So we'll pick people who are like the person that we had the most conflict with. So if that's your mother, then you'll find people that are like your mother and try to have good relationships with them. But because you're not healing what you went through, because you're not releasing what you went through with her, you're creating another relationship just like that in search of this security. So in this particular reading, with this Algiz reversed, it's really talking about being mindful of the people around you and the motivations within you and within them for having them in your life and seeing them in a whole new way. But when you see them, when you recognize the pattern, you have to be willing at that point to acknowledge it. You have to be willing to really see it from a space not of judgment, as in I'm terrible, I'm wrong, or even of them, how could they hurt me like that? They're terrible people. But rather in taking that and comparing it to your life now, looking at the pain from the past and comparing it to the pain that you carry now. Because when you acknowledge the pattern in your life, you can break that paradigm. And how do we do that? This Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is like the paradigm breaker for pain. It allows you to look at yourself and the situation with a nurturing, kind energy, with compassion, with empathy, with an understanding that what you went through for your own benefit, and that what others did to you was not because of something that is broken inside of you, but rather because of their journey that they are on. And the universe put you guys together because their dysfunction is a part of your journey as well. And learning to overcome their dysfunction and how it affected you in your life. If you don't heal that, if you don't let go of the pain from this dysfunctional relationship from your past, then you repeat it over and over again in your current relationships, and it becomes a pattern where you are constantly seeking resolution and security. But it's really about that first relationship that kind of broke you or twisted you, or and not twisted in a bad way, but like shifted you from knowing that you are loved into a space of feeling unsafe, unworthy, unwanted. This is not an easy thing. We all struggle with it. Everybody on this planet goes through this sort of a thing, and they go through it because that's the purpose of being here, is to heal and go through these emotional wounds as we evolve into our next level of souldom, or that's not really a word, but our next soul level, our next level for our higher self, as we go through this amazing journey of infinite life. Our life here may be limited, but our actual soul's life is unlimited, is limitless, is infinite. And this is only a very tiny part. If you start to look at it as sort of a real life video game with obstacles to overcome and patterns to break and then shift, new patterns to install, then perhaps it will help you to navigate these in a way that is not so personal and doesn't hurt quite as much. It'll still hurt, but that's part of the joy of being here on this planet, is that you're able to experience these things in a way that you can't experience them when you're not in a physical incarnation of a body. I know it's difficult, but you guys got this, and you're not alone. Know that you are beloved, you matter, and you are so loved.